Hi guys, and welcome back to House of Hair UK. Hope everyone is safe and well. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. On this channel, we discuss all things hair extension. If you don't know me, I'm Ayanda and I'm the owner of House of Hair UK. We're a hair extension salon based in West London. We specialise in providing hair extensions for alternative hair textures. One of the questions that I'm always asked by my students is, how do you quit your 9 to 5 and start doing hair extensions or start doing your side hustle as a full-time business? Now, this is something I have experience in because I gave up my full-time secured job as a social worker and started doing my hair extensions. That was a side hustle as a full-time business. And in the last 8 years, I have built that up to a multiple six-figure business with only a £2,000 investment. If you guys want to hear some of the steps from how you can move your side hustle into your full-time income, then keep watching. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's say you don't have a side hustle set up. The first thing that you want to do is create an actual business. So you want to look for a product or service that's of interest to you that people actually want. And the reason why I say it needs to be of interest to you is because often when you're starting out a business, it can be quite difficult and you're going to face a lot of challenges. If it's not something that is of interest to you, I'm not saying that you have to be massively passionate about it, but if it's not of interest to you, then when you face those obstacles, those hurdles, those challenging periods, it's going to be more easy for you to just kind of give up and say that you don't want to do it. So it has to be of something that's of interest to you, that you think you're going to be able to sell to other people, but also you have to make sure that there is some element of demand for it. It has to be something that's in huge demand, but there definitely has to be some element of demand for it. Otherwise, no one's going to buy the product or service. Now, let's say you've got your product or your service in place. You've created a whole brand and a whole business. You've got the financial portals, you've got the domain name, you've got the website, you've got the social media, and now it's time for you to start promoting. So you've got your side hustle in place and you're starting to generate money. I will definitely do more videos on how you actually go about creating your business, whether it's a product or service that you want to create. Obviously, I have products, so I sell hair and I sell training equipment online. I have a training academy, and then I also obviously have a salon. So I can give you a lot of insight into how to actually develop and create those businesses. But in today's video, we're just going to focus on how to move from your 9 to 5 job and turn your side hustle into a full-time business. So let's say your side hustle is happening, it's actively working and it's in place. The next crucial thing that I personally think you need to do is you need to start looking at your finances. The finances are going to be key. The only way to really quit your job, give up your 9 to 5 and make your side hustle your full-time income is if the income from the side hustle can replace your actual monthly money. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to look at your expenses. Now, I don't mean the expenses of the side hustle, I mean your personal expenses. So let's say your job pays you £3,000 a month. It's paying you £3,000 a month and you use that on car, rent, takeaways, social life, clothing, whatever it might be. You really need to make a list of everything you're spending money on and drastically reduce them, because you want that side hustle money to be able to maintain the business, grow the business, but also maintain your lifestyle. So if you are spending £1,000 of that 3,000 on a car, you need to get rid of that car and you need to downgrade it. If you're buying takeaways every single day, you need to make sure that you're reducing that and start making your own lunches and dinners so that you're reducing the amount of money that you spend. We want to cut down our own expenses so that we're not putting too much pressure on the business and putting too much pressure on ourselves once we've got to the point of giving up notice. So that's one thing that you want to do, is you want to look at your expenses and you want to cut them down. So now the next thing that I would say to do, once your side hustle starts to generate you money, is you need to start splitting up the income from the business. So let's say after your profits, obviously you're going to buy your products, you're going to sell your products, whatever that profit margin is. So you've paid for your website, you're paying for the domain, you're paying for your advertising, whatever it might be, whatever your profit margin is, you want to start splitting that. Now, some people say to split that 50-50. So 50% goes back into the actual business and then 50% goes into your savings account. Some people say that you should split it 50% goes into the actual business, 30% goes into savings, and then 20% goes towards paying you. But remember that you already have a full-time job, so you don't necessarily need to pay yourself. And the end goal is that you're going to leave that full-time job and you're going to turn your side hustle into a full-time or your main income. Once that 50% money starts to accumulate over time and it starts to make more money, and to the point that the amount that's in there can sustain your personal lifetime for, let's say, 2, maybe 3 months, then that is the time that I would personally say you then give in your notice. But there's a few things that you need to do. You need to get your business to a point where it's got a steady income. Now, in today's society, it's very unpredictable. You're going to have some months where you're making a huge amount of money and some months where you're not. So the cushion money is really important. So once you've got about 4 to 6 months worth of money from your side hustle money sitting inside your savings account, you're going to give your notice to your workplace. But at the same time that you're giving the notice to your workplace, you are going to ramp up your advertising. When I mean day and night, you are going to be promoting your product or your service to ensure that when you move away from actually getting the income from your main job, that you're going to be able to have double the income that you're normally having from your side hustle. And that way you take the pressure off of yourself. These are some of the things that I done before I left my social work job and went straight into running my hair extensions business. It's important that you have enough finances and you have a cushion so you're not leaving your 9-to-5 job and leaving yourself stuck. So once you've developed the brand, the key thing is for you to start saving that money so that you've got some cushion money for 2, 4 or 6 months, whatever you feel like you're able to tolerate as a risk. If it was me doing it in today's world, I would want to make sure that I've got 4 to 6 months worth of savings, but some people say to do it with just 2. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys like this type of content, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Definitely share with anyone you think might be interested in it. And if you want to see more content around like the business development, how I grew, how I started this business, then definitely leave a comment below and I'll try to create that content for you. Thanks for watching.